So, last episode, I told you I was going to show you what a real car is. So let's take a look. So this is my 1997 Honda Civic MB2.
Snapchat, I went ghost mode. Year 23 was grinding 2-4s, now we in year 24 on go, bro. Can't take my work rate heavy and golo. She wanna link on golo. No, if it ain't do, yo, don't phone. Big fish to grind, come boatloads, bolo. You weren't helping man with a promo, do on my dolo.
I bought it in March last year, so I've owned it about a year and a half now. When I bought it, it'd been off the road since 2009, so it'd been off the road for about 14 years. Didn't take much to get back on the road. Did that, enjoyed it for a bit. And the following February, so nearly a year later, I did my first track day at Ulton Park, which is quite a big track. Obviously with a 1.4 80 horsepower, it just didn't cut it. Didn't have the power to get out of the corners. So a week after we got back from the track day, decided to start taking the engine out and replacing it with a K24A from a Honda Odyssey. The reason why I went for this is because it's got better torque figures than the K20, and also being from a Honda Odyssey, it's not going to have received the amount of abuse that a K20 would, so that's why I decided to opt with a K24. I've done everything so far that you can see on the drive. It's pretty straightforward. There's a lot of information online about how to do the swap, so a lot of the things that you need to do are similar to what you do to an EG, Civic EG if you're doing a swap, so it has been pretty straightforward. There's been a few little things that I've had issues with that haven't been the exact same, but yeah, the point we're at now is the engine's bolted in, gearbox is in, gear linkages are all connected, so I've got gears, fuel systems on. Basically where we're at now is we just need to finish off the wiring, get an ECU, and then it'll physically run from there. And then there's just a few other bits that we need after that, such as the exhaust manifold, radiator, drive shaft, but we're not too far off it actually running. So if we take it back from when I decided to put the engine in, the mods that the car had was very simple. It's got the max speeding rods, advanced coilovers on it, 32-way dampening adjustable. They're really basic coilovers, but there was enough for what I needed at the time. We've got rotor TFS-free alloys, 16x7. Do want something a bit spicy for the front, so I've got a bit more grip on the front end. Brakes, standard 262mm brake setup. I do want to upgrade in the future to 282s. We just refreshed them before the track day. Obviously it's still running drum brakes on the back at the minute. That's due to change soon. Full exhaust on the old D series, which I'm planning to try and keep and try and mock up to the K series. We've got the Corbu bucket seats, aftermarket steering wheel, rear strut brace. It had a front strut brace, but I removed it because it wouldn't fit with the K series, and that's about it. We've got the couple of visual mods like the VTI front lip, the Accord Type R rear spoiler, but that's basically it.
So this is the main car. What's this you've got here, mate?
This is the donor car. Bought this car for £200. It's a Civic MB4, so it's a 1.6 VTEC, still D series. I bought it as a donor car, like I say. It's on 200,000 miles. It's really rusty, but it's got some nice bits on it that I wanted for my car. I'm going to be using the rear trailing arms off this car because this car came fitted factory with the disc brakes. So I'm going to be using them to put on here because this is, like I said, fitted with the drum brakes. It's got the 1-inch master cylinder if I'm not mistaken, so I'm going to be using that as well. And there's a few other bits that I needed that I got rid of in the process of doing a swap on this car. So basically I just bought it as a donor car, and I basically made my money back from it from other parts that I've not needed that I've managed to sell on. So it's not cost me anything, and I've got a brake setup out of it. So as you can see, this car's not running, but this is what a real car is. This is the pinnacle of motoring.
Bro, you're not telling me, right? Both similar age, both 97s. Yours is Jap, mine's German. Front wheel drive versus rear wheel drive. When we get on track, you're not telling me that you're going to beat me. There's no chance.
No contest. No contest at all.
So realistically, you're going to be NA.
Yeah.
Like me. I'll probably be about 170, 175. What are you expecting to be pushing?
Probably around stock power, if not a bit less, because I'm running the EP3 manifold, which isn't good for a K24, so probably around the 200 to 210 brake mark. But this is known as one of the best handling front wheel drive platforms ever, so.
I'm not having it, bro, I'm not having it.
The driver mod helps, so I don't think there's going to be any contest.
We'll see, we'll see.
So to tie it all in, if you want to follow me, I'll show you what exactly is left to do on the car. So first of all, to get it running, we've got the stock EP3 engine harness going into there. That's all connected up to this, which is the conversion harness. We've not got an ECU yet, which I mentioned before, so that ECU will tie all that in together. This is plugged into the body loom. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier actually is on this side it had a power steering pump fitted. I was going to utilise it and try and build up a power steering system, but it was too much. So what I'm going to do now is get an aftermarket idler pulley. Then we need to get a belt measured up for all the ancillaries. Theoretically, with the ECU and that idler pulley, it should physically run. So yeah, after we've got it running, it's just going to be simple things like the radiator and the drive shafts to get actually driving, and then it should be good to go on the road. Who's that?
Boy, it's Matt. Yes, Matt, what are you saying? Yo, she's landed. E36 is back at the HQ.
What's going on, mate? Come off the ring.
Up in the stew, I'm close to the heat like ozone. Bros on the street with the heat in his pocket, I'm